All right, family. Today we're going to get into student loan repayment and so much more on Speaker Success in the Morning. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, successors? We're in a whole new month. It is July 1st, 2025. Man, it's a great day to be alive. Man, thank y'all so much for rocking with us. This is Speak Your Success in the Morning. I'm your host, Jonathan Jones. And y'all know, we can't get the party going, can't get the party started, can't move the train forward without bringing out our co-host, coming out, producer Britt. Talk to the people. How you feeling?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy July. Happy
Happy
July.
July. Man, we just rolling into the month. Like,
We rolling these months down, actually.
yeah, yeah,
They winding down.
yeah. And that
Yeah.
heat is winding up. I was talking with somebody like, you
Oh
got any plans
man.
for the fourth? You gonna get outside? Or she's like, I don't know. It's a little warm out there.
Try to be in the pool, try to do something.
Okay, get in the pool, drink a little juice. You have a little juice, little juice blend in the
Little
pool.
juice blend. That juice I made yesterday, Jonathan, I'm still on it. I'm so upset. I only got one juice left.
Wait, which one? You gotta let the people know.
The
Don't.
carrot, I did ginger, carrot, and ginger. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Ginger, carrot, and grapefruit.
Does the grapefruit come through though? I feel like that grapefruit
Yeah,
cut. I bet you
it just tastes like grapefruit and
you like.
ginger.
Are you one of
I
the people
love
that like
grape. Oh my gosh,
like
I
a
love grapefruit.
regular grapefruit juice? You'll get down.
100%. If it's not 100% grapefruit, I'm not getting down.
Oh, are
I
you one
like
of the people
that.
that eat grapefruit too? Like you cut it in half,
Oh
you get you a spoon?
yeah.
No,
Oh
no, no,
yeah.
no, no.
Mm.
Nah, that's not for okay. That's not a community
Little
fruit.
continental breakfast. Absolutely.
Continental breakfast is crazy. I used to see that it's like, yeah, free breakfast. You get there, you're like, nah,
This
this
is
ain't
not
breakfast.
breakfast.
This ain't breakfast, baby. You give me a bagel, you give me a banana, and you might give me some blueberry yogurt. This ain't breakfast.
A blueberry
Okay.
yogurt. That is
I'm
hilarious.
just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no, no,
agree.
not breakfast though.
I
Not
agree. I'm
breakfast.
excited for the
Okay.
show today. You know?
Yeah, yeah. You gonna help some people out today. You gonna shift some culture. Gonna shift some.
I hope I do.
Gonna help people.
I tried back in
Yeah.
May, but I mean, tried back in April, but then nobody want to listen to me. So hopefully, it's the same process. You just gotta go in there and do what you gotta do. Pay your $19, $20 a month, whatever you need to do. But we don't want those wages garnished. But yeah. I'm excited. I'm
No, no,
excited. I'm
no.
excited. Yeah. So
Yeah,
gonna
don't
be
definitely don't want
short,
that.
sweet, show you what needs to be shown, and then we're gonna get
Okay.
into it. Yeah.
All
But
right. Well, let's go ahead and let's go and get into straight from the source, and then
yeah.
yeah, we can roll. We can roll right to you. We can roll right to you. Oh man. So today, straight from the source, y'all. The focus that I want to hit on this morning is understanding that we sometimes are in a war within ourselves, right? A war within ourselves. And in this particular text, today I want to talk about Paul, and I really love rocking with Paul and hearing some of his story because when we hear Paul's story, Paul is one of those people who is so close to us, right? Because he's one of them people that we hear so many stories about, but he also is one of the people who used to take out Christians, which is wild. But now he wrote the majority of the Bible. It's wild. It's wild. So today, we're straight from the source. We're going to come from Romans chapter 7 and verse 15. And the text reads, "For I do not understand what I'm doing. For I am not practicing what I want to do, but I do the very thing that I hate." Y'all stick with me. Stick with me. Okay. Stick with me with this text. "However, if I do the very thing I do not want to do, I agree with the law that the law is good. But now no longer am I the one doing it, but sin that dwells within me." Okay. So Paul is saying, like, I want to do good. I want to do what's right. But At the same time, I hate what I'm doing because I'm not doing what's right. Let's keep on reading the text. For I know that the good does not dwell in me, that is in my flesh. For the willing is present in me, but the doing of good is not. I want to do good. I want to do right. I want to do what I'm supposed to do. I want to do what I know that I need to do. But the doing of good is not, right? For the good that I want, I do not do, but I practice the very evil that I do not want to do, right? But if I do the very thing that I do not want to do, I'm no longer the one doing it, but sin that dwells in me. Y'all might be saying, John, what in the world did you just say? I'm going to give you a clear, tangible example. Yesterday on the show, I was talking with producer Britt, and she was giving me a hard time. Like, John, you can't be eating all these root beer floats. You can't be drinking all these root beer floats all the time. And I was like, no, producer Britt, first of all, mind your business. All right. But secondly, I can do what I want to do. But the best example of this is the good for me is not drinking continuous root beer floats over and over and over. You might say, why? Because I know that it's not healthy, but on the other side, they taste so good. Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Right? The same with eating food, eating all this food. So there is a deep frustration and a conflict within myself because I'm like, this is so much sugar. I don't need to be taking down all this. I don't need to be taking down all this sugar all the time. Like, what is up with that? I don't know what is happening. Okay. But the other fact is the sin nature, right? Because Paul is sharing that there's a source of struggle as sin, which is separate from him and it leads him to not doing what he wants to do. So it's a constant war within. So today, right, I just wanted to encourage you, right? At the end of the day, we know what it is that we need to do. We know what it is that we've been called to do, how we've been called to a higher level, how we've been called to operate and move forward and to progress. But the fact of the matter is that flesh and that other side is always calling us, it's always calling us back. So I want you just to be challenged today. I want you to be encouraged today to see, to think, and to reflect. Right? You see what activity you've been doing and what you the position that you're in. But I want you to reflect. Is what I'm doing healthy for me long term? Is what I'm doing going to get me to a better place than where I'm at today? What I'm doing gonna progress me, gonna progress my family, gonna progress the legacy? And if we say no to all three of those, then the fact of the matter becomes, what's the decision that you really want to make? Do you really want to improve? John, do you really want to get better? Do you really want to get in shape? Do you really want to be healthy? If that's the case, then you need to stop drinking all these root beer floats. Okay. But if not, then continue, right? Continue doing what you're doing. But while you're also continuing doing what you're doing, you have to be real enough with yourself to say, if there's somebody that tries to help me, or if I'm continuing to do these things, I can't expect somebody to try to help me. I can't expect somebody to send out a life raft because that's how I've been rocking. I've been going right all along, doing what I want to do. So therefore, there isn't help for me. So family, be encouraged today, but also know that there's a level of accountability that comes with this walk. And when you want to do what's right and you want to do what you know you're supposed to do, then you're going to start to see a shift. You're going to start to feel some things shift, but ultimately we can grow in that and around it. All right, family, this has been straight from the source. Today we came from Romans 7, with Romans chapter 7, verse 15 through 20. And that has been straight from the source. And we'll be right back with more Speaker Success in the morning after this. Are you a new or budding entrepreneur looking to set your business up for success? Profit Mode is here to help you navigate your entrepreneurial journey with expert education and services. From tax planning and bookkeeping to selecting the right business structure, Profit Mode has you covered. They'll even educate you on how to properly set up your business for building credit so you can grow with confidence. Profit Mode's mission is to provide you with the tools and guidance you need to establish a solid foundation for your business. Whether you're just getting started or you're ready to take the next step, we're here to support your goals. Let Profit Mode help you turn that entrepreneurial dream into a reality with the knowledge and services to back it up. Your success starts with the right foundation. Contact Profit Mode today to get started. Looking for an exciting workout that's not only fun but makes you feel alive? It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese, that's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With a focus on all elements of fitness, cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance, you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today. All right, family. All right, family. Welcome back to Speak Your Success in the Morning. Man, y'all, we're in a new month. We're in a new month. That means new energy. That means more life. Producer Britt,
New
is there anything
energy.
you don't do anything special just rolling into July, do you? Like nothing. It's like nah, it's July, so I gotta cook some black eyed peas and cabbage. I know it's a New Year's thing, but like coming into
No,
July,
I don't.
you don't do.
I was just telling someone this. I don't cook a lot of the soul food during the summertime because it's too heavy. It's too
Solar system.
heavy.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't do my black eyed peas or red beans and rice
Okay.
or anything like that. I don't be cooking all that stuff during the summertime. It's just too heavy. It make you go to sleep. Summertime
Okay.
you
So
don't need to go to sleep during the summertime. You need to be up.
wait. So
You need to be out.
summertime is for juicing.
Summertime is for juicing, okay? You look
Uh,
good during the summertime, okay? Okay, they have all those winter foods ready for you because hibernation is real for humans
oh
as
Lord,
well. So let me not
hibernation.
go into it. But hibernation is real for humans as well. And that's
Girl.
why, because it's cold outside, you have your warm foods, you had that little,
Mm.
you put that little weight on when you eat that food. And
Mm.
that's good for you. That's good. That's
Oh, a little
good.
extra layer of blubber. Yeah, the little extra
Yes,
layer.
yes, yes, yes. But summertime, you need to get all that out of you.
Get it
Okay.
off.
Get
Shed
it
and
out.
shred.
Because I can
Straight
tell
for the
you right now,
summertime.
my meal of choice yesterday. I don't even
Mm.
think you saw. I ate yesterday. I had cabbage and chicken sausage.
Wow, cabbage and
I
chicken
mean, I'm
sauce.
sorry, not
Mm.
cabbage. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts and chicken sausage. And then I had two
Brussels sprout.
juices.
Mhm.
So, yeah, y'all, like during the
I ain't mad
summertime,
about it.
I eat very light during the summertime.
Okay. Well,
Very light.
speaking of eating light and speaking of shredding, my jump rope is on the way. Okay, my weighted jump
Uh-oh.
rope is on the
Uh-oh.
way.
How
Yes,
much
it
does
is.
yours weigh?
Yeah, so mine's like 2 pounds and some change. Because
Oh. Well,
I
I
didn't want to
mean,
be
you're.
I didn't want to be overly optimistic. They had one that they had them that was going up. I was
I
like, I'm
know.
not gonna be overly optimistic. Go ahead, get this 10-pound boy and not jump
Oh,
at all.
ever. Yeah.
No, thank you. No, thank you. So
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna
Mm.
just get into my little, get into it, and
Yes.
then just get some reps in. Get some numbers up.
Okay.
But yeah, I knew if I went too big, I knew I
Mm.
would go home. So yeah, we're gonna start gradual, slow, and we're gonna get into it. We're gonna shred for some
Okay,
time.
well, I'll tell you right now, please make sure you stretch before you do it because my whole lower calves and I'm just recovering. Like
Oh
today will be
wow.
the first day I do jump rope since Saturday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's tough out there. I was like, oh, okay, I got this. I was doing my jump rope. I
Mm.
I just did it by time, and then I was like, okay, and then I did 2 laps around the corner, and then I came back. I jump rope some more. Did 2 laps
Ooh.
around the corner.
Oh, baby
So
circuit. Ooh, baby
yeah,
circuit.
and
Okay.
then and then
Okay.
came in, do a little ab workout, and called it a day.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pushing myself, so I am
you
happy about
clearly,
that. I am
clearly
happy
you
about
are.
that. But I like the fact
Okay.
that I'm finding new ways. Like, I guess the only thing I need to do is like actually weight lift because that's the
Mm.
toning. But I
Oh
just want
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
I just want to get
Yeah.
my cardio right and like
Yeah.
shed what needs to be shed first. But
Man.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Teach me Tuesday. You showing us how to shred and how to
No,
shift and
no, no.
shake
I'm
on
no
the sun.
nutritionist. I know
Hey,
nothing about
you didn't say
or
nothing about you didn't say nothing about nutrition though.
oh,
You just gave
Oh,
us
I
some.
did. I did talk about
You
the.
gave,
I did earlier, but
well, yeah.
I'm no trainer either. You
You
know,
don't have to
just
be a trainer. You were just sharing your own personal experience. Nobody can
that's
take that
it.
from
But
you.
you know,
No,
somebody Brittany not certified.
ain't nobody gonna say that. You're a former athlete, which is a very you're a former collegiate athlete, which is a very small percentage of people. That's
That's
one.
true. That's
And then
true.
yeah, so you know your way around the weight room and you know how to
Right.
push yourself.
That's
So to
true.
that point, I need to yeah, to the point. Because for me, I probably do the opposite. I mean, I did that with the mile, right? I was like, I pushed myself with the mile. But starting, I was like, let me just let me slow the weights. I gradually started doing the weights.
No,
Right.
I
I was
mean,
lifting,
like,
not
yes, when
doing
I
too
first
much.
started, like when I was like, Jonathan, I just started, doing my mile, doing my 2 miles, da 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 da.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
my
was that person outside at the park, running like this. And then,
hey,
I
ain't nothing wrong
gradually
with
picked myself up, but like even I would walk my 2 miles and then I was like, you know what? Let me see if I could let's see how much I can run. And so
it.
I ran as long as I could, and then I just stopped because I was like, that was my little push for the day. So at the end of
That's
every
solid.
workout, I do a little push. I do a little push. But
That's smart though.
yeah, you won't be able to do that push if you eating them beans and red beans and rice and all the
Um,
heavy food, and that's
well, I
not
mean,
gonna work.
you can do that push if you're eating beans. You just might not like the end result. Yeah, you might not like might not like the end result of pushing with them beans. Boy, boy, boy. Okay.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh, Jonathan, you silly.
I'm just saying, be on the lookout.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm trying to see
Just,
what
just,
look
just be
I need to
careful.
go to right
Yeah,
now.
just be careful with that
Obviously.
push. Yeah, while you're figuring that, hey y'all, just tapped in, make sure that you hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and also make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the thumbs up so that the YouTube people over there know that they know that y'all are rocking with us. You're rocking with the content. You're enjoying the content. You're benefiting from the content. So hit that thumbs up and be sure to subscribe, dog, so that won't miss an episode.
Okay, so we talked about okay, so there are 2 million people on the verge that might be getting their wages garnished because they did not set up a payment plan for the student loans. Now it is the same process that I showed before, but I just want to do a quick overview really quick, guys. So, if you know someone that has a student loan, if you know someone that forgot about it, just remind them, hey, did you remember to pay your $20 a month or your $19 or just depending on your income, sometimes it could be zero. So, like I said, I saw
Mm,
some bodies that was zero. So just
yeah.
sign in, guys. Just sign in to the platform, okay? So obviously we are on studentaid.gov here, okay? And
Hmm.
then and then we have all of these steps, okay? There's just so many steps. But okay.
But it's not too many steps to put your future in the right position. Yeah.
Yeah, what Jonathan said.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, put your future in the right position because y'all all gonna be mad once they start taking your money. Okay,
Uh,
so here is the step-by-step verification. So you go through your contact right here, and then they ask you about your loan information, you verify that, and then you go into your personal information, you verify that, and then your financial income, you verify that. These are like quick yes or no's, like is it
mhm.
did your income change? Did your income change your taxes? Did and your personal information is like, is your family household gonna change? Loan information is your loan information. And then right here it gets to your repayment plans. It gets to your repayment plans, okay?
Mm.
So this screen comes up again. I showed y'all this last time, and I am just trying to get this. Why won't it go full full screen. Come on. Okay, there we go. And
Mm,
yes, so this is your repayment plans they have down here. So there is the pay as you earn payment plan.
mm,
There is the income based payment plan. There is the income contingent payment plan. There
mm,
is the the standard repayment plan. Now you don't have to do this 270, but if you want to be done by 2048, please do. You if you want to get done by 2045, you got 169. But
mm,
these are the options, okay? These are the options. Now, when you go into these options, when you click this view details right here, when you
mhm,
click this view details, it's gonna show up. Da, 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 da. It's gonna show up like this. Okay, so you're gonna see the details of the payment plan. Okay, and then it will show you the advantages, and it will show you Brittany, and it will show you the disadvantages. Okay,
oh, that's
advantages,
good.
disadvantages, advantages, disadvantages.
That's
You can
helpful.
read this on every single one. People that are just coming on, we are talking about the student loans, how how 2 million people are on the verge of getting their wages garnished. Okay,
Man,
that's your paycheck. Okay,
yeah.
so if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, continue to pay it forward and spread the word and make sure that these people pay their low price of whatever it is. When you sign into your account, you have the option. Sometimes it can be zero. Sometimes it can, I don't know. The highest I've seen is $20. So, but the lowest I've seen is zero. Okay, zero.
That's
So,
not bad.
yeah. So back to what I'm saying. So advantages and disadvantages. Okay, and then once you get there, you're gonna verify. You'll pick your plan, and then you confirm your application, and then you review and submit. Okay, this
Mhm,
I believe it's IRP. This yeah, ID, I'm sorry, IDR plan, income driven repayment plan request.
mhm.
This
Income
is
to
a
okay.
request, okay? Therefore, your application has been submitted. Okay,
Mm,
it will not take you to put your card information in. It's going to take you to that, what's that, Molana,
oh,
MOH, HEL.
Mohela, I believe it is.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
whatever that is, okay? It's
I got a
gonna
letter
take
from
you
around here
there.
somewhere. Yeah.
It's gonna take you to that used to be Sally Mae. It said gonna take you to the MOL. How you spell it, Jonathan? MOH.
Mohel, like A. It's something like that.
Yes, it's going to take you to that page. And once it takes you to that page, it's going to ask you to sign in. Once you sign in from there, then it gives you more information on how to set up your payment plan. Studentaid.gov and that MOLE. I don't think
Mohela.
how you
Mm-hmm.
say it. What's the name?
I don't know how you say it, but
Try it.
Moh
Mohe
Mohelia.
Mohelia.
Mohela. Mohela.
Mohella. Okay, we're gonna
Mohela.
go Mohella.
Mm-hmm.
Mohella, studentaid.gov and Mohella are connected. Okay, so most of the time your password for your studentaid.gov is gonna be the same for your Mohella. Okay.
Mohela Bobella.
Okay, but if you don't know your password, please take 10 minutes of your day to figure out the
Mhm.
password, y'all. I know it can be very tedious, okay? I know it can be tedious. Sometimes if it says, "Oh, we don't recognize this, we don't recognize that." Please take the time to get on the phone and talk to these people. They do
Mm,
not want you to follow these steps because they do not want you to pay. They want to take the
mm.
money out your paycheck. And I'm not
Right.
saying that they want to, but it gave us the opportunity to
Yeah,
already do it.
that's
So
true.
you're
Yeah.
you're biting yourself, you're shooting yourself in the foot by not
Mm,
going through with it, thinking like, oh, it's not gonna be me, it's not gonna be me. it's you. Okay, it's
Mm,
you, it's
mm.
you, it's you. So just take your time to get this done, okay? Because it's real. It really is. It's real, and it's
Man.
not nothing to play with. And you're gonna be mad when the white man come for your
Oh,
money, and
oh,
you're gonna
oh.
be mad when they come for your money, and then oh, this TikTok credit, it's part of the small business loan and da 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 da. And I sent in a letter. That don't matter right now.
Mm,
Okay. So open your eyes, wake up,
mm.
look alert, and just go to studentaid.gov. Take you an hour of time.
Yeah,
Block off some time to get this done. Okay. Please, please block
man.
off some time to get this done because it is very important. It's
Very
very
important
important.
for
And
for
that's
life
all.
legacy. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all that I can say. I don't know the back end of it. Like when you do set up a repayment loan, will they stop garnishing your paychecks? I don't know, but I know
Mm.
that you don't want to find out. Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
for sure. That's for sure.
yeah,
Want
you
to get that on
don't
set
want
up
to
on the front
find
end.
out. And like I said, guys, if you're just popping in, if you're just saying hello, if you know somebody that knows somebody, we're talking about the student loan repayment process. They are gonna garnish up to 2 million people's wages if it is not taken care of. I don't know when the start date is on it. They just put an article out that there is possibly 2 million people up for wage garnishment. So
Man.
please do your due diligence and just, like I said, take a day, take some time to get this done. But that is
Yeah.
my spiel. Um, and just make sure you get it done, guys. Make sure you get it done. If you have any questions, I mean, I'm no loan forgiveness expert. I just read the article, read the instructions. But if you have any questions, I do not mind helping you. Producer Britt, DM, Producer Britt on
Mm.
TikTok. But if you
That's
need
real.
something, I don't want anybody's garnish to be waged because that sounds
Man,
like a depressing state of mind.
that's extremely depressing. Yeah. And I mean, even on top of that, producer Britt, like people aren't able to afford their wages being garnished. Because I pulled this up and it says a recent IMNTS intelligence study, it indicates that 67% of Americans say they already live paycheck to paycheck. And if you're living paycheck to paycheck, that means an additional expense that you did not account for,
Right,
you can't afford.
right,
You're not looking forward to that. So
right.
yeah, we need to really take this information and just do like the Bible says. Our people perish for a lack of their knowledge, and we got the
There you
information
go.
right here. So now we just got to apply it, man. Got to apply
Yep,
it. So
yep.
we can yield the fruit and we
Hmm.
can be free, man. Free
It
from
could
these
be
student
free
loans.
from student loans,
Yeah,
or
free from this
until
bondage.
something else. Maybe they'll do another loan forgiveness program. I don't know, but take care of
Mm,
your business and, like my parents say, get your priorities right, man.
that part. Straight
That
like
part,
that.
straight like that,
Straight like that. Man,
straight like
okay.
that, and we're gonna go straight
Yeah.
into a break. We'll be right back, y'all. More speaker success.
Do you want to feel confident in your skin every day? Introducing Skin Rituals, a luxury home based skin studio that specializes in hyperpigmentation, acne, and personalized treatments for every skin type. Owned by solo esthetician and registered nurse Courtney Durham, Skin Rituals is all about curating facial treatments designed just for you. Hydrate, brighten, nourish, and soothe your skin with expert care and cutting edge techniques that promote natural healing. Whether you're looking for a relaxing facial or a transformative chemical peel, Skin Rituals offers results driven treatment tailored to your needs. With over 7 years of experience, Courtney's goal is to help you safely achieve the healthy skin that you deserve. At Skin Rituals, we believe that taking care of your skin is an investment in your confidence. Book your appointment today and leave every session feeling grateful for the choice that you made to take care of yourself. Skin Rituals, because your skin deserves the very best. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? July 1st, man. July 1st. Welcome back to the show. We're 31 minutes after the hour right now. And we're your favorite morning show, y'all. We're Speaking Success in the Morning. We're here Monday through Friday. And producer Britt, I was looking at the comments yesterday on YouTube, and man, Mr. Ricky Reed was like, man, what's going on? Where my morning besties? I'm not getting my notifications no more. I said, Mr. Ricky, we shifting up the marketing a little bit different this go round. He was like, all right, well, I just want y'all to know I miss y'all. I said, hey, we ain't going nowhere. We right
Right, Mr.
here.
Ricky, you
We
can
right
still wake
here.
up.
Hey, Brother Reed, we right here, man. You go to YouTube, just type in Speak Your Success in the AM, and we're here, man. So yeah, just wanted to give him a little shout, man, because it's real dope to create something and do something, but it's even doper when people, they tap in, they link onto it and they rock. So man, shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to the Lucid Experience, man. Shout out to Charity. Shout out to your mama, my mama, everybody who's been hopping in, y'all. And if we
My
didn't shout you
dad,
out, just
sometimes my
drop something in the
dad's on in the
comments.
morning. Yeah.
Shout out to Daddy in the morning. Hey, what up, man? Our favorite audio engineer. Shout out to him,
Right.
man. Shout out to him.
Right.
So, oh man.
Yeah, so I got some stuff. I got a little bit of stuff
Okay.
I can show you. So one, I wanted to bring this to your attention. Let me make sure my sound is on. 1 second.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, duh, Brittany. It's not on right
Highlighted.
here.
Why?
Okay, hold on, let me.
What do you feel
Yeah, you
about
gotta
a
take that
man
back.
repping a WNBA jersey?
No, there's no. Why would you do that?
No, I'm proud of him for that. It's very rare that women in sports are highlighted.
Why would you do that? Like, as a man, why are you wearing that?
I'm here for it.
Did you judge a guy if he was wearing a WNBA jersey?
I'd be confused. What is he doing with it on?
I don't know. I don't think I like that.
What do you feel about repping a WNBA jersey?
I would wear it.
Yeah, I would.
If it's Caitlyn, I love jerseys, so yes, I would.
Okay, perfect. Then who's your favorite player?
Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese.
Caitlyn Clark? Angel Reese.
Popular answer.
But my whole thing is, dang.
Why would you do that? Like,
why would you not do that?
Why would you do that? Her response when you sent me
don't
that, I
know.
was like, oh,
Yeah, I don't know
wow.
if she was like rage bait because she was on camera, but there's no way. Like, we rock men's jerseys all the time, but what's wrong with rocking a WNBA jersey?
I didn't understand that either. I didn't understand
thought that was the
that
stupidest
push.
thing I've ever seen in my
I was
life.
like,
I was
oh,
like,
wow.
what?
Dang. And on top of that, some of them jerseys clean. Some of them jerseys clean. I ain't even gonna hold you on that.
And if you go to the comment, you go to the comments, some of the guys are like, yeah, I rock me an Asia Wilson jersey, da 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 da. Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with rocking the jersey?
Yeah, I didn't
And
really.
that was in Dallas. That was in Deep Ellum.
I was about to say,
I was
I
like,
feel like I know that girl, that woman.
disappointed.
I feel like I'm like, she looked real familiar. I figured out eventually.
I don't know nothing like that. I'm just saying, yeah.
Why would you do that?
Why
would you do that?
Because
Man.
like supporting women's sports, I mean, they already barely got enough people on the thing. But anyway, I actually have this shirt right here, below on the logo right here. So WNBA announcing 3 new expansion teams. Okay, we get one in Cleveland. Okay, coming in 2028.
Okay, Cleveland, what up?
Then we got Detroit. Okay,
Motor City. Okay,
Motor City. Okay, coming 2029. Then we got one more Philly coming 2020.
Philly.
Yep,
Wow.
2030.
Okay.
So
Good.
the girls are girling, okay? We are out here.
Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world? Girl. But I mean,
Right.
this is something. This is something that needs to happen anyway for the WNBA specifically, because if they didn't, Unrivaled is going to slowly but surely take all their women. Yeah.
I don't know.
They're gonna. I mean, although it is different. Yes, they're getting paid over there. Although it is, and I mean, they also have different people backing when they launched Unrivaled, because like Unrivaled is a whole ecosystem that goes outside of women's sports. But like they bring in some strong ammunition over there. So the women's NBA had to do something, and plus Just like guys growing up, they have a dream of hooping in the NBA. Same for the young ladies. You know, they want to hoop in the WNBA too. So I'm glad there's more teams. So that means more roster spots. That means, you know, some of these people maybe won't get cut, but more people can just get signed. So this is good. This is good. That's like 30, 45 more jobs. If you're talking 15 spots a team,
Wow.
12 at least.
That doesn't say a lot. But
Compared to 0 to 45.
Okay. But what you got to say about Jim Jones and Nas? What's going on? I don't have a graphic or anything for it, but what you got?
Oh man. Okay. So basically on Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay, Shannon
That's still
Sharp
going?
and yeah, the show is going very quietly. But the whole premise is this. Jim Jones, basically Nas was Shannon
Morning,
Sharp was
Mama.
like,
Good morning, Mama. Sorry.
oh, what?
My mom was in it.
Oh, what up, Mom? Okay, so look, I'm gonna say this. So I saw the graphic because the names came up, and then Jim Jones was like, "Nah, don't compare me to Nas, or like don't bring my name up in that because he feel like he's been more relevant just based on virality." But then I saw the graphic. I wish I could find the graphic. They compared the amount of money that Nas has brought in compared to Jim Jones. They brought up the amount of hits that Nas has put out compared to Jim Jones.
About balling Jim Jones.
Balling Jim Jones. He said I made Nas. He basically he's in a sense he was saying like I put Nas on the map by saying like Nas has gone more viral just because of this conversation. But it's like, Jim, you gotta relax, bro. Nas is an investor in Ring. Like Ring, where you go to the door and ding, and you see the image. Like, Jim, chill out. I wish I could find the graphic of the comparison that went side to side. It's like the amount of
speechless right now.
Billboard hits.
Uh-huh.
Brittany, Jim was tripping. And then somebody asked him on the internet. They asked him on the internet. This is the one. This is the one.
Jim is
look at the streams. If we talk about money, okay, there's that. I mean, if we talk about music, there's that. He's smashing him almost by 10 million streams.
This is crazy. 9.2 platinum albums, 0, 8. I mean, we could have stopped there. We didn't have to go that far. That's it.
You can stop at singles. He got you doubled out at the singles. What are we talking about? Come on, man.
I don't know.
It's just crazy though.
A little bit too much. What show is this?
So it was on what you call Shannon Sharp show. Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay.
A little bit too much of the brown. I don't know, but that seems
too much of that Shea Portier.
Yeah, that
it's wild.
Like a real dumb conversation. I don't know why he brought that up.
It's not wise, man. This is not wise.
Wow.
So
I can't believe he even said that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they got beef I don't know about.
I mean, on the bright side, he got 3 years to make up all that. You know, since Nas is 51 and he 48. You know, he got 3 years to get almost 10 million streams on albums and, you know, put some more Billboard hits up. Wow. Hey. But yeah, it's wild, man. That was wild to see. That was real wild. But
while we're
you know, the internet.
Wild. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was about to say the internet can you know, pump up that confidence. You know, that give you that liquid confidence that you know you don't need to be having.
Yeah.
You know, might be drinking some of that Dame Dash juice. Right. But anyway.
While we're on the topic of wild things, we still have not talked about. We haven't even scratched the surface of talking about B. Simone and the clip.
Oh my goodness! You want to talk about B. Simone in the clip? Because they got memes on her. They got her memed out.
Jesus.
I just shared one with you.
Jesus. So, for those who don't know, B. Simone, I guess she is a media personality, and her best friend were on a podcast together, and her best friend looking her dead in the eye, telling her, you know, she got her car repossessed, she was homeless, she had to go on Medicaid, all these bad things that were happening to her, and B. Simone was out there giving money to just other people writing checks, and her friends like, I seen you write checks, I seen you do this, I seen you give money away, I seen this, I seen that. Pretty much saying like, I seen you do all this, but you ain't never did nothing for me. But her best friend was
Yikes.
like, God had to take me through the struggle, and
Mhm.
so I could, get through the struggle, and here I am now on the other side. And the internet was just
Mm.
firing her up. I think she's still literally on fire. I think she's still on fire. I think. And I think it's just like one of those things like,
Oh God.
wow. And oh, when you're best friends with a celebrity, you think that, they got your back, but it's not necessarily like that. And I seen you do this and I seen you do that. And yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
true. Like, just because your friends are celebrities, it doesn't mean that their money is your money. But if
Oh, most
that's
definitely
your
not.
but if that's your best friend, come on now, Jonathan. If you saw your
Wait,
best friend who
wait, wait.
had a best friend has a kid, best friend didn't have a
Okay,
car, best friend had to be homeless or something like that. She had to find another place to live. Best friend,
okay,
best friend had to go on Medicaid, Medicare. Best friend, just life is just upside down. And it's
okay.
like,
Life's
you're
upside.
yeah, life is life, and you're my best friend, and I see you giving money to other people. I see you complain about your and then had the nerve to complain about our finances. Be Simone complain about our finances to say, I can't stop at Bloomingdale's anymore. I have to shop
Oh
at
God,
H&M. And that part right there really got me. Okay?
that's bad.
Because
That's bad emotional intelligence. That's bad emotional intelligence
that
right
is
there.
bad emotional intelligence. Now, one thing how that really made me mad is because you came from H&M. You never started off at Bloomingdale's. We saw we saw your career progress from the start. Started from the bottom, now you here. And we saw that
Okay,
on
yeah.
the internet. We saw that you were nothing but the loud girl on the internet, and you made
Uh-oh.
yourself famous. And
She's heating up.
congratulations. And then she had that whole book saga when she wrote the book, but it was really
Ooh,
plagiarized. And then
yeah, that was bad.
yeah,
That was bad.
like things that you can't ignore, like all those things happen within your career. And then for you to say like, oh, now I have to go back to H&M. Oh. Okay, well, let's never forget where we came from, sweetie. Let's never
Oh
forget
man.
that. So
Okay.
I just think that it's just go ahead. I just think it's a
No, no,
bad
no, 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 no,
look. It's a
no,
bad
no. I was
look.
about to say let's dial it back. So if you have a best friend going through it, right? And what is your responsibility to that friend? If you're better off and you see you have a best
To
friend
be a
going through it, what
friend.
is your responsibility to that friend?
To be a
Talk to us.
friend. If that's your best
Okay.
friend, you
What?
keep saying that's your
Okay.
best
Okay.
friend.
Okay. Okay. To be a friend, that's general. What does being a friend look like in this case for her?
I don't know. If I have millions of dollars and if I see my friend got her car repossessed, if I see my friend homeless, if I see my friend she ain't really got it right now, she ain't got no car, I mean, she ain't got no job, I think it's best to help your friend.
Unpopular opinion, but what if B Simone has been on the other side? She's been working, she's been grinding, she built up her brand and did what she
Okay?
needed to do to get to where she needed to get to. While she saw her friend, and I don't know her friend, so I'm not. This isn't no
Right.
judgment. But what if she saw her friend continuously make terrible choices? Like, what if she saw her friend, and I don't. Once again, I don't know this young lady, so I'm not speaking about her. But what
Right.
if she saw her friend choose a deadbeat man, and then then they had their situation, did that with the kid, and what if she saw her friend come up on some money, and then just squander the bread off, right? So now she sees her friend putting herself in a position intentionally by
Mhm.
making continuous bad decisions,
Mhm.
and then giving money to her
Mhm.
is being a good friend. Does that sound like that? Don't sound logical. That don't sound like that makes sense. If I see you, if I know you and I see you every time I give you bread, or every time you get bread and I see you just blow through it,
Okay,
I'm
what
not
if
about to
that I don't think
throw
that
money in
was
the
the
trash.
circumstances though. I think it's
But
just
we
the
we
fact.
don't know. We don't
I mean,
know.
they talked about it.
Oh, okay. Well, what was okay? Well, what? Go talk.
I mean,
Speak on
she
it.
just said like, hey, her situation changed, and she went through these hardships in her life, and B Simone, she was there with her, but it was just like, hey, my car was repossessed. I ain't got nowhere to stay.
That
I
sucks.
got this and going on.
Did she ask her for help though? Did
But
she
you're
ever
helping
ask her for
everyone
help?
else.
Did
But
she
you're
ask her
helping.
for help?
I don't think she
Did it?
did. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know
Well,
if she asked for help or not.
what? Well, that right there presents a problem. If you're a
I don't
friend and
no. Nope.
if
Nope.
you hold
Nope.
on, wait.
Nope. Nope. Not
If
going there.
if I'm your friend and I'm struggling, and I also can't open up my mouth and say, "Yo, B, I'm struggling. Let me hold something just for right now. Let me get back on my feet. Like, can you
Mm-hmm.
put me in the door?" She can act. Hell, that's biblical. Knock, and the door will be answered. Seek, and you will find.
That is true.
Ask, and it will be given. So,
I will
sister
have to
girl,
go back and see if the
we're
girl
gonna have to
asked.
watch the
I
we're gonna
have
have
to
to
go
watch
back
the
and
interview.
see. Yeah, we're gonna have
We're
to
gonna have to
watch the
watch
interview
it.
because I have to go back and see if she asked for money. But even if she didn't ask for money, if I see my friend just downright bad, I mean, dang. And if I'm a millionaire or at least 100,000 air up there, come on now, you gotta help your
She,
friend.
man, I mean, I hear you. I feel what you're saying, but also at the same time, I'm gonna say that's also because what if B Simone has a financial advisor and her financial advisor's like,
She was
B,
giving the money away to
that's
everybody else.
you don't know that could be tax write-off purposes.
No, she was giving money away to everybody else. She was giving money away to everybody else in her camp, and she said that. And she said that. She said that. She said
Maybe those
I was
people
giving.
open up their mouth and they ask for it. Maybe they
No, she
said,
said I
B,
was getting. She said
we
she was
don't
giving
know. We
money.
don't know.
No, she
Really?
did
We
say that
don't
those
know.
people asked for it, but at the same time, if I'm over here
Closed mouths
struggling,
don't get fed.
sometimes people have too much pride.
Okay, well then if she got too much pride to not ask for money, then she got too much pride to not get the money because that's one for one that's my opening statement. Okay, we done did a trial. That's my opening statement right there. But the second part also is, well, I believe that you should be you should at least present your friend with an opportunity. Maybe don't just outright give her the bread, but give her an opportunity. Okay, cool. I know you going through it. I know you bad, but I can give you an opportunity. Like you can post this content for me on social, and I can give you some bread, or you can show up with me to events and make sure I get there and do like be my handler of sorts, and
Nah, I
then
ain't gonna
boom.
work for you now. I'm not gonna work for you.
What are we talking?
I just need
So
a loan. I just need a
nah,
loan.
you okay? You
She has a
keyword
whole team of people. She don't need me to do
keyword
that.
keyword need. She can have a whole team of people, but her whole team ain't her best friend. Your best friend will look out for you.
Your best friend
Your
will look
best
out for you.
friend will look
Exactly.
out.
And she's
Your
not
best
doing
friend,
that. She's
your
not
best
doing that for her best friend. She's not
her
looking
best
out for her best friend.
we one thing we also got to understand, yeah, your best friend's gonna look out for you, but also in relationships, there are some times to where people have to look out for themselves. This young lady, like I said, we got to go back and watch the interview. We got to roll the tape.
We do have to
We got
watch
to
the
roll the
interview
tape. But
because there
my
was another thing that she said.
okay,
Another thing that
okay,
she said was one time she called B Simone and she gave B Simone some good news about herself, and B
okay.
Simone was like, "Oh, okay," and then she blew it off, and then they got off the phone. B Simone picked up the phone, called her back, and was like, "I didn't like the way I felt. I felt convicted when I heard your information." You don't know how to be happy for your friend?
But if she felt convict, I don't know I don't know the
But
complete
she
context on that. I
but
don't know
I
the
was
complete
now I
context on
was
that.
watching this, but I watched this part
Okay,
on the Joe Budden podcast because it was like Megan was like, maybe she's confused. Maybe she meant I'm not convicted. Oh my gosh.
confused.
Yeah, it should be like not confused.
Like kind of like she was torn type deal. Like she wanted to be happy for her friend,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
what
like
she
she
was
wanted to
happy
be.
about for her was something that like
Yeah,
conflicts
something
with
like
her
that.
beliefs.
Something like that. Something like that.
Conflicted,
Megan
conflicted. Maybe she was
conflicted. Yes.
conflicted. There
She
we
said
go.
I
There we
was
go.
like Megan was like maybe she meant that she was conflicted, but end all be all, somebody come with you with some good news about themselves and maybe they've been doing during these horrible events happening in their life,
Yeah.
and then next thing you know you say, "Hey, Jonathan, I'm going to be on Good Morning America." And then you say, "That's cool, Britt." And then that's it. And then you pick up the phone and was like, "Britt, I don't like the way I felt about that. Can we unpack that?" Why do I need to sit here and unpack the way that you just responded to my good news? If you don't know how to be a good friend and just put your feelings aside and be happy for somebody, that's what you call therapy. You need to go
But
to therapy.
just
Because
like just
that's not
okay, okay,
what?
okay. Come on, come
What?
on. No, come on.
We got
What?
9 minutes.
Oh, okay, toe to toe. Let's go. Put them up then. Put them up. No, like what I was saying earlier is like people may not know how to be good friends, right? And we also have
Okay,
to
well, B
understand.
Simone,
Wait.
lock
We also know.
yourself in a corner and lock yourself in the room and don't ever come out. Cause you don't know how to be a good friend. And this
You
ain't the second time. We just saw the fact that she did the whole thing with Megan. And then before that, she was cool with Pretty V and they fell out. So it's like it's a ongoing thing with her friendships. And she's in the public eye. And we see how her friendships are going in the public
okay?
eye, and we see the downfall of these friendships, and we see the point of view from the other person, and the other person tells their truth, and their truth, it never changes. if
Uh,
there's a if there's a denominator, the denominator is always the same. The
okay.
numerator is the one that's changing. And the denominator,
Math
you
lesson.
are the problem. You are the problem. And
She might
yeah, I
she
know
might
I
be the
can't
problem.
sit here and speak on. I'm about to be done.
Okay,
Yeah, I know I can't sit here and speak on this girl because I don't know her like that. But I'm going based off what we see online. I'm going
for
based off
sure.
what we see online and what is told about her, and what has been said about her is, I mean, what you can see is that, dang, she a bad friend.
Well, and
She's a
we so we got a level set. She might be a bad friend, but she also might be growing into becoming a better person as a whole, which is going to make her a better friend by default, or at least should. So
Sure.
the thing that the thing we also have to look at here is, yeah, okay, there are some we don't know all the details of all the factors, but one thing we do know is she's very public on social media, which is probably not even 10% of her life, but she's all that like the 10% of her day, her week, her month, her year, whatever. But also, Britt, yeah, if you don't know how to be a friend, yeah, there's some things you have to learn. It's just unfortunate she's learning in the public eye. Just like with some of these sex scandals and some of these other people, you're like, dang, they've been ran through, he been ran through, she been ran through. And it's like, we get to see that because it's public. But if there's somebody who is a average, regular Joe Schmo, and they got in a relationship with the streets, we don't nobody say nothing about them because we don't see their life publicly. So it's just challenging that she's on display right now as she's building her walk with Christ, and operating in faith, and as she's building a brand, and as she's going through these conversations with her friends. I would just say, well, if there's certain stuff that you don't want to be out there, or certain conversations you don't want to have, then don't have them in public, because she didn't have to
But
bring her
you
friend on
can't,
the
but
she
you
didn't
can't do that because you're public. Bringing your business on a camera is your money. That's how you make your money. So
well.
airing your business out is your paycheck. So there's no way for you to be like, oh, I can't share this. Yeah, there's some things that you can't share. That's true. That is true. But most of the things you're gonna need to show that so you can get some money,
Well, that's
because
on
just
her
how
though.
that's on her. That because exactly because that's how you set your life up. So if you're a bad friend and behind closed doors, or when the camera goes off and then you turn around and turn the camera on, you're still the bad friend. I don't know. Work on yourself when the camera is off, not when the camera is on.
Well, I mean,
And
yeah,
then tell us about the trials and tribulations that made you a better friend, that you went through on the back end to make you a better friend. But you just on camera blatantly being a bad friend, looking at the girl in the face, saying,
mm,
Jesus, Jesus, yeah,
Lord
that
have
don't
mercy.
look good. That don't look good.
Yeah, for all we know, they didn't plan to have that conversation like that. It just came up organically, and then it just rocked, and it was like, you know what, we're just gonna put it out. Which, hey, if
Y'all,
that's the
I
case,
forgot.
if that
This
if
is
that's
a
what's
good
happening,
topic to talk about with Jonathan because he always likes to he always likes to give people the benefit of the doubt. I
there,
am
man, look,
being as real. Once you watch a video, you're gonna come back and you're gonna be like,
I'm gonna watch the video, and I'm
mm,
gonna have thoughts, but also being a man of faith, I always got to go back to that, because at the end of the day, I have been somebody who has made many terrible decisions, and there has been I have. had to deal with the consequences. But then also in some of those spaces, there has been grace that has been extended to me. So that's why in a lot of these conversations, you'll see me extending the grace to the people. But here, I'm not even necessarily extending the grace to her. I'm just saying, like, I don't, if there is a friend that I have and they're going through it and I am in a good spot, I'm not necessarily going to give them money, especially if I've seen their previous decisions. I'm not going to just give them no
But we
money.
can't
No,
base, you
especially not
can't
in a,
say that. You can't
no,
say
no, no,
that
no. I
because we
can.
don't
No,
know that.
I
No, we
can
don't
tell you
know
that.
that. No, we don't
I'm
know
saying
that
my
that's,
own.
but I'm just saying we don't
I'm
know
saying my
that she
own
had
opinion. Yeah,
financial
I'm
issues.
talking about.
We're just saying
I'm
that the
talking about
girl
me
just
though.
went
I'm
down
not talking about her no
bad.
more. I'm not talking about her no more. I'm talking about me. I said, if I have a friend and I see him going through it and I'm in a good spot, I'm not just going to give them no bread because all my dollars have places and they got assignments. Okay. So if I'm giving you some bread, then I'm going to give you an opportunity to where I can give you this bread. You're not just going to get this bread and I'm going to see it
Mm-hmm.
disappear. No, because I've done that before and I've helped people and you see it disappearing and I feel a type of way because I'm like, dang. Because not only is the money gone, which I'm not even tripping off of the most part, but the relationship is done. Relationship is cooked. Relationship is fried because you want to take the
But we're not
money
talking
and
about you.
hey, we having a conversation. This is my show. Huh?
We're
Huh?
not talking about
Huh?
you. We're talking about B
I
Simone
mean,
and her friend. We're not talking
we
about
but
you. And that's what you
we
gotta do.
can go
You have
back
to
and
take the personal out of it and you have to look at it for fact and fact. And that's what it is. We're
but
not
that's the
talking.
thing. It's not.
We're not,
But that's the thing. It's not fact and fact. It's two opinion because we don't know. Neither one of us know the true story of what happened on that side. For all we know, they can
we
be
know what
putting
they
some
showed
click.
us.
For all we know, they be putting out some clickbait content to get these views, to get people talking about it, like we doing right now on our show,
No,
so
I
that
just wanted to talk
they get
about
that
it.
money, they get that money rolling, huh? Get that money.
But I'm just
For all we
saying
know,
that
we
look
gonna watch everybody.
crazy.
We gonna watch the interview, and we gonna come back. We're gonna talk more about this
Yeah, because
friendships.
I gotta see this.
I want to see the rest of it now. I want to see the rest. And I also want to hear what Joe Budden and them said on their
Well, I
side because
mean,
I
you,
can appreciate
yeah.
their
You gotta
perspective
watch,
too.
yeah, both.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate Joe's perspective. I mean, the team's perspective on that side because they're all so different and
Mm-hmm. And
just what
let's
they
just say
bring.
if you like if you didn't like my perspective, you're not gonna like theirs.
Yeah, but okay, but that's one thing. But we not talking about how Joe divvying up that money over there for that podcast. Yeah, yeah. They ain't
But
gonna
he
talk
is
about that.
though they getting paid.
Okay.
They
If
getting
okay,
paid. They ain't
but
doing
they're
it for free.
they're getting paid because he's presented them with an opportunity. Not he's
Yeah.
just giving people brick. Okay, we wrapped up. We wrapped up now.
Yeah, they don't have a ongoing show together. She just
Who?
brought her B
Oh
Simone and her
no, 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 no,
yeah, they
no, no,
don't
no,
have a
no, no.
yeah, so
No,
I'm saying you're
I
saying
no
two
no no no
different
no no
things. You're saying two
no no
different
no no no.
things.
I wasn't talking about B Simone getting. I wasn't talking about a friend getting paid for being on the show in comparison to Joe Budden. I'm just talking about how they because Joe cycled through some people over there too. I'm just talking about people being in position and people getting paid.
Right.
So her friend, not her friend being paid to be on her show, but I was talking about her friend just getting money. Never mind, never mind, never mind.
Yeah, because y'all know what you're saying. All right, y'all.
Nah,
So
nah.
make
Come on, y'all.
sure that you tell somebody about the student loan
Mhm,
situation.
for
Refer
sure.
them to studentaid.gov and then go through that process. Click on your account. Make sure you take some time. Just go ahead and go through that process to get your password if you don't know it, your username if you don't know it.
Mhm.
Just block out a chunk of time. If you can't do it in the earlier part of the week, do it while in the later part of the week. When everything dies down. I know things get busy at the beginning of the week, but yeah, just take that time, do that, and yeah, you'll have a happy Tuesday and happy July. Happy July 1st. All right, see ya.
Happy July 1st, family. Happy July 1st. Y'all remember. It's one thing to get information. It's one thing to get knowledge. And it's another thing to directly apply it. That's what wisdom is. So we need to apply that information. Y'all, and also just be a good friend today. Be a good friend today. Family, this is Speaker Success in the Morning. And we're here every Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Central Standard to 7 a.m. Central Standard. If you have not hit that subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and hit that button so that you do not miss an episode. And also, if you're one of our audio listeners, right, if you're one of them, then be sure to not only listen on Apple or Spotify, but give us a rate and review so we can shout you out on the show and you can be our successor of the week. But all right, family, until next time, remember, speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Because why should you and why would you live any other